We saw eThekwini Metro Police spokesperson Boysie Zungu saying that the truck driver involved in this morning's multi-vehicle crash on the M41 in Durban has fled the scene. It's believed that a truck lost control, crashing into more than 45 vehicles in bumper-to-bumper early morning traffic. 22 people have been seriously injured and 2 others are in a critical condition in hospitals. To date, no fatalities have been reported. On that note, we're going to turn the discussion and be joined via Zoom by Gugu Sokhela, a KNC Provincial Secretary of All Truck Drivers Foundation. For more, Gugu, good afternoon. Thank you for your time here on the SABC. Perhaps as we look at, the spate of truck and heavy commercial vehicle accidents in South Africa, shining a spotlight on that. Perhaps you could speak to, following these multi-vehicle crash incident that happened today. What's the latest? Have you made contact with the affected parties or the driver? Walk us through that update.
Good afternoon to you and the viewers at home. Let's just thank God that we haven't lost any lives on that accident as we speak. And let's hope the ones that got hurt, we wish them a very speedy recovery. For now, we don't have much details or pertaining to the accident in terms of the driver, the nationality of the driver, and all of that. But going straight into the accident, it's something that as an organization, the ATDF, we have been stressing these issues with government that perhaps it's about time that the industry is regulated and anyone who operates within the industry is someone that is known, it's someone that is registered and all of that. And it becomes very difficult to identify the companies, as you know, that most of the companies are unbranded or that the fleets that they have are unbranded. So that makes it very difficult for one to locate a particular trucking company to know which company was it and all of that. But we're hoping, we have tried to be in contact with the national, with the provincial police commissioner, and she's also trying to find out to get some details for us. But for now, we are not sure of the nationality of the driver and the name of the company that was involved. That is due to the truck being unbranded.
All right, Gugu, thank you for that update because, as you alluded to, investigations are still underway. Also, as we reconstruct the scene, you've also spoke about some of the contributing factors where you speak about the registration of drivers, calling for more regulation. Perhaps we could also explore what else is responsible for the spate in the rise of truck accidents or heavy commercial vehicle accidents in South Africa to date. We've obviously seen a few pop up just within the last 2 months.
Another contributing factor is the fact of people not having enough rest and being paid in terms of incentives like loads and all of that. So especially when it comes to the tipper trucks, really the tipper truck drivers, they really don't get time to rest enough because it's either where they're going to be loading, they will find a queue that's almost close to 2 kilometers, as I think in the past weeks we've seen in Richards Bay. So those are also the contributing factors that people are not being given enough rest to rest. And all of that.
Gugu, let's flip the script a little bit. I was doing some research. I saw the Road Traffic Management Corporation in one of their latest reports mentioned how heavy load vehicles account for 9.4% of all fatal crashes on South African roads to date. In lieu of this, and that's obviously based on the mass of the heavy vehicle. I want to know, what are the concerns of truck drivers in South Africa as well? What do they fear the most? So as much as we've spoken about calling for regulation and fatigue amongst drivers, what do they fear on the roads? We've seen issues of road maintenance or a lack thereof. And we've also seen, the conditions of the roads come to light. Help us understand that side of the story.
When it comes to that, I think there is a department that is responsible for such in terms of weighing the trucks and that. So it looks as if that's the department that is failing a lot. It's either it's failing because of lack of resources, or it could be that it's failing because of bribes and all of that. But it's either of the two, because we know that there are weigh bridges all over the country where all the trucks have to be going through and being weighed. So some of them you might find that instead of going there, the traffic officers will collect some cool drink and all of that. Or it's either they are lacking resources in terms of working or doing their duties in terms of weighing the trucks and all of that.
Gugu, just as we conclude this conversation, I'd like you to, from your observation, walk us through what the situation looks like now. Has the road been cleared? Is traffic free-flowing again? How's that looking like on the M4?
For now, traffic is flowing, but they are still trying to clear the road. I think about, I would say 80% in terms of clearing. But yes, traffic is flowing for now.
All right, Gugu Sokhela, let's leave the conversation there. KZN Provincial Secretary of All Truck Drivers Foundation, giving us an update. This follows the incident that happened on the M4 today, where 45 vehicles were affected in bumper-to-bumper collision that occurred this morning. 20 people having been seriously injured, 2 others critical. No fatalities have since been reported.